What's going on? What's going on? Man, the NFL draft is less than 3 weeks away. We got a lot of prospects that's coming into this draft. They got a lot of speed. We got these running backs, the fastest running back class ever since they've been doing the NFL Combine, and they've been tracking the 40 time. This is one of the fastest classes for running backs. And we got to talk about it, and we're going to do that now. What's going on, man? It's your boy D Free back with another NFL video live stream. We're going to talk about these NFL running back prospect class for 2025. We got a lot of prospects that's coming out with the fastest class, the NFL draft class. What's going on, Maki Dan? What's going on, Crush? Let me drop this link and pin it in the chat for the fellas that want to come up and talk about these rookies. Hold up, turn this down. But yeah, so I mean, we already know you got Austin Gentry, you got Omarion Hampton, you got the two-headed monsters coming from Ohio State. You got the guy coming from Texas. And it's a lot of speed in this draft. What's going on, Tay Tay? Appreciate you coming through. Hold on, let me let my brother up here. What's going on, Marky Dan?
What's up?
Ain't that much, but yeah, it's. I mean, how you like this this NFL draft class for the running backs this year?
Well, when you just mentioned the 40 time, well, firstly, yeah, I love it. I think it's a stack class. I think every year is a stack class if you know what you're looking for. But yeah, you got some background. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
I think it's fixed. I think most years are pretty stacked with running back talent if you know what you're looking for. When you brought up that point, you said that this was this was possibly the fastest top 40-yard times for a running back class ever. I mean, I looked it up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I looked it up. There was 3 dudes that broke the 4.3.
Yeah,
that had 4.3. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's not any discussion to be had. And those 3 guys, I don't even look at all of them as top running back prospects. So that speaks a lot. But I really like this class. We got, I think, 3 guys I think that could really be superstars. Ashton Junty, you saw what he did. Cam Scatterboo, the white boy from Arizona State. And what's the last boy? Quinshawn Judkins from Ohio State. A lot of people give the other boy a lot of credit, and he deserves it. But
Trayvon Henderson.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a star too. But I think I think he was the most talented player on that Ohio State team, and that's saying something when you look at all the dudes they had, bro.
I mean, look, well, let's jump into it. We could jump into it. The first top of the list right now, and we're going to probably run through the top 15, and I'm gonna do them in order because it's 31 players coming out in this year's draft. When you get closer to the 20s, they start dropping in the later rounds, like the 6th and the 7th round. But it's a lot of talent that's going to be left around in the 6th and 7th round that got speed. It's just a lot of them are raw. They either lack pass block or they lack the vision coming out of the backfield. But when they get in the open field, they can take it to the house. It's just small things that they're lacking that separates them from the top of the class to the bottom of the class. It's not a lot of things that you will be missing from the running backs from the top of the class to the bottom of the class. It's just small, minor things. But that's the thing about having a class like this. All of these guys are gifted, that you got to find something, and then it gets to the point where you nitpicking because all of them have something to offer. So you gotta be able to separate the two. So the first one is Austin Gentry. He's coming out of
Ashton. My bad. Ashton Genty. I apologize, but please, free Ashton Genty.
Austin. That's what I said. Austin Gentry. He's coming out of Boise State. He's 5'8.5", 211 pounds. A lot of people say that he reminds them of Deuce McAllister, his best years of Deuce McAllister. Some people say that he reminds them of a smaller version of Adrian Peterson. Me personally, I think the Deuce McAllister comp is pretty spot on. The only difference between him and Deuce McAllister is I think Austin might be a bigger bruiser. Like, he literally can run people over, but he has the agility to make you miss, and he has the quickness to cut and change direction. So, I mean, you got to think about it. He was the only offense for that Boise State team, and he still rushed for I think like 2,000 yards. I think he rushed for like 2,000 yards. Y'all got to understand. This man
he came up 39. I think he came up 30 yards short of Barry Sanders' record.
Right, and but this is what's so remarkable about him. That's why I say he's more of a bigger bruiser than Deuce McAllister. He had 1,800 yards after contact, and if y'all don't understand what 1,800 yards after contact is, this man had more yards after contact than anybody else in this daggone draft. He had more yards after contact than anybody else in this draft had just getting yardage. Like, you got the dudes from both the running backs from Ohio State rushed for 1,000 yards. That's two running backs that rushed for 1,000 yards. One rushed for 1,060, the other one rushed for 1,016. He had 1,800 yards by himself after contact. So they was only 200 yards more than him, and both of them combined. Then you had the dude from Mario Hampton. He from North Carolina. I think he had like 1,500 yards. 1,300 yards. He had 1,300 yards rushing. So he had more yards at the contact than Mario Hampton had total yards. So this 1,800 yards taking them down. It's going to be accumulation of tackles. What you got on Austin?
So I say I agree with basically everything you just broke down. He is a special talent. I can't remember Deuce McAllister. That probably wasn't. That's probably before I was even born. The Adrian Peterson, I don't think he's as shifty as AP was, but like you said, he does have he is extremely athletic. He does have great change of direction. But I don't know. When I look at Junty, like, he's like a 5'8" Derrick Henry. Like, he could run you the hell over, and then when he hits that crease and he hits that open field, you can't catch him.
Yeah.
Like, it's over with. This dude, and like you said, he's a bruiser. I seen this man go through five dudes tried to tackle him. And not like just, we just touch his leg and hope he fall down. They hit him, and he just doot, hit him with the open hand slap, hit him with the four, bruh. Like, nah, dude is special. He's special. I can't wait to see him at the next. I pray to God the Cowboys don't take him, because he could be a 6th offensive lineman. The year before this, D-Free, he had 500 yards receiving and 60 receptions. So he could be, not only can he be a 6th offensive lineman to chip whoever you need him to chip, he can be your slot receiver.
Yeah. He definitely talented. What you got on him, Dub?
Yeah, go ahead, Dub.
First things first, as always, salute to my brother Free, man. Salute Marky. Man, I agree with everything y'all said. The man, he has great what we like to call contact balance. You know what I'm saying? He the man just break tackles at the wheel. And for for him to be, because he was Boys' offense. I just want to be honest. The man averaged what? Damn near 200 yards a game.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Dub. Real quick. I wanted to correct. I think Madsen is a good quarterback, and I think they had talent. It's just that they fed Junty. He was the hot hand. The man had over 1,000 yards through the first 4 games of the season. I just think you feed the hot hand, but they had a passing offense, man. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
All right. There you go. See, I don't remember what I was saying now.
Offense, man. I ain't gonna let y'all do that to my boy Madsen. Go ahead.
I don't remember what I would go. All I would go say is the man, he averaged damn near 200 yards a game. Hey, I think he's going to be a special talent in the league, and it's hard to pass on him. I still don't want to take a running back in the first round, me personally, but a running back like that, I think he's going to be, I ain't going to say a generational talent, but, I think he's going to be the goods for at least the next 6 to 7 years in the league. So, hey, I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean he's projected to go to Dallas. I seen a lot of people had him on Dallas drafting him because Dallas got such a high pick. The only problem is after those first 2 quarterbacks come off the board and that edge rusher come off the board, because they probably gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's probably gonna go 1, 2, 3. I don't see Travis Hunter going. I don't see him going before those 3. I think those 3, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3. They're going to come off the board. It's going to be quick. I could see Travis Hunter going to New England. I can see him going to New England because I think those other 3 players are going to get picked up early. But a lot of people got Dallas picking them up. It's just a matter of, I think, what y'all got what pick y'all got?
The 12th pick.
Yeah. So if it only matters if somebody takes him earlier than Dallas, but a lot of people got Dallas picking him up. I can't be mad at him because I know for a fact if he's there at 29, which I know he would not be, but if he was there at 29, I know even though we want a edge rusher, they're gonna grab Gentry off the top. They were like, what? No, y'all let him go all the way down here. Yeah, we taking him. So he's definitely going to be the first one off the board.
He could be the missing piece to a Super Bowl team or to a team that's in that feels like their Super Bowl window is open right now. He could really be that missing piece.
Yeah, he can. Because if you look at it, if Dallas get him in the first round, and then there's still a lot of talent far as a second receiver. Now I know Doug Rightside want another edge rusher to go with Michael Peterson, but
Parsons.
But Parson. I said Peterson, Parson. But I know that he want an edge rusher to go on the other side of him, but they not lacking pressure on the quarterback. They're lacking another wide receiver threat, and they lacking running back. That's what they're lacking. Now, it is good to have that other edge rusher, but they're not lacking pressure on the quarterback.
I agree. Now, I will say the other thing is anytime you can run the ball, it automatically helps your defense out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And keep them off the field and allow you to control the clock, that type of thing. And so I definitely agree with you there. I agree with you, Free. And with Genty, man, that he put me in the mind of Zeke, bro. You remember when Zeke?
Hey, that's literally what they said. I'm gonna read what they said. They said, I joined the NFL media in 2015, really began scouting prospects ahead of the 2016 draft, which Ezekiel Elliott ultimately was taken 4th overall to Dallas Cowboys. Was an incredible talent coming out of Ohio State. But if I'm be truly honest, Gentry is the best player at his position, and I have him 2nd overall in the last decade. He said I have him the best prospect coming out at any position in the last decade. So they already mentioned Ezekiel Elliott and Gentry in the same daggone paragraph.
What site you looking at?
This is This is NFL.com.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up too.
Yeah, this is NFL.com. NFL Red Zone. Well, no, that says NFL Red Zone at the top. But yeah, this is NFL.com. NFL.com. And if you
know
put
what
it,
I can see happening?
it's going to say 2025 NFL Draft ranking running back prospects 1 through 31.
You know
All
what
right,
I can see
see it.
happening?
I see it. Go ahead, Mike.
The Bengals or the Bills are gonna mess around and move to 11 and take Gentry from the Cowboys.
I don't know. But let's move to the second one. The second one I have, well, they rank number 2, is Trayvon Henderson from Ohio State. 5'10", 208 pounds. Now, this is a home run threat. This man ran a 40 at 4.43. The man combine, he had a 75-yard catch and run for a touchdown at in the college playoffs. The man he rushed for over 300 yards, three times this season. Mind you, it say 3 times. You got to understand they had a 2-headed running back squad. So they had
Jenkins.
Henderson and they had the other dude.
Jenkins.
Yeah. And so him rushing for 100 yards in a game three times is big thing, because you had another running back that was just as good as him, and they almost had the same amount of yards. Henderson had a 1,060, and damn, I keep forgetting the other guy's name.
Quinshon Jenkins.
Joinkin had 1,016. So they're neck and neck. I'm sorry. No. Joinkin had 1,060 and Henderson had 1,016. So Joinkin was actually the number 1 back, but Henderson was the number 2 back. So for him to rush for 100 yards 3 different times that season is a big thing, because he's the number 2 back. He's not the number 1. They got him ahead of Joinkin. So him being ahead of Joinkin, it lets you know that his talent is there. He got the speed, and I always hear the right side when we was doing the mock draft. He was like, "Why are you taking Henderson over Joinkin?" Henderson is that home run threat. That man is fast. When he gets to the open field, ain't nobody catching him. Ain't nobody catching that man. So I need that home run threat, because we got a bruiser. We got a person that can catch the ball out of the backfield who's a little shifty and things like that. But we don't have a home run threat. We don't have nobody that breaks through that line of scrimmage and see green and they take it to the house. We don't have that in our backfield. The only person that can get us close to that is Chris Rodriguez, and he's our 4th running back. And sometimes he don't even suit up for the game. He's only getting suited up if somebody get injured. So
that man plays special teams. What you mean? He plays special teams.
Yeah. So Henderson, yeah, he's a monster as far as getting to the open field and the plays that we see. He reminds me more so of Saquon Barkley, as far as getting to the open field and nobody's walking him down. That's what Henderson remind me of. He's not. I don't think he has the inside running ability like Saquon Barkley, because Saquon Barkley has a little bit of that Barry Sanders, where you think you about to get him, then all of a sudden he bounce out, and you be like, "Dang, how he get away from that?" I don't think Henderson is quite there yet. I think he will be there, but he has that home run threat like a Saquon Barkley. Like once he hit that open seam, it's curtains. Ain't nobody catching him. What you got on the Dub?
No, I agree. Me personally, I don't have him ranked. I think he probably is like the 4th or 5th back on my board. But I agree with the speed that you're speaking on. I think the man averaged damn near 7-8 yards a carry or something. Judkins was more that running into a brick wall type back, and Trayvon Henderson was always kind of that change of pace back. But even before that, I believe the year before. I think he probably had damn near 1,000 yards rushing that year as well. So I like him. I like him a lot. I agree with you as far as the breakout ability. He catches the ball really well out the backfield. So yeah, I like him a lot. I like him.
Go ahead, Marky.
Yeah, Trayvon Henderson. I got to do some more research on him, but from the games I did see him in, it's like you said, he's a home run hitter. That Ohio State team, I mean, they just bludgeon dudes to death with both their running backs on top of their dominant pass game. So I don't know if I have him going that high because, and again, I didn't watch him too much, but I just from how you talk about him, I think of him more as a third down type of back. But I think Quinshawn was, I think he had more carries than him last year. I'm not 1,000% sure about that. I think he was the main running back, but he does like I can't deny what you say. He's extremely talented. He ran a 4.43, like you said, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about him.
So I'm gonna move on to the third one. The third rank is coming out of Arizona State. I can't pronounce his last name, but his first name is Cam
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
Scat
Cam
pack,
Scatterboo.
Scat
So
pack, Scatterboo.
this dude, he was named in the quarterfinal. They lost to Texas, but he was named the offensive MVP after recording 143 yards rushing, 99 yards receiving, a 42-yard touchdown pass. The man had forcing 102 missed tackles in the last season. This man, his pro football focus score is only behind Gentry. So they got him in the far as pro football focus score. They got him right behind Gentry, and that's probably why they got him ranked number 3. Henderson is more of a all around back. Well, both of them actually are all around back. I mean, maybe Henderson might have something a little bit better than him. Probably the speed is what they looking at Henderson. That's why they got him ranked higher. But he's ranked number 3. I mean, this dude, he's another one that can do everything out of the backfield. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. I mean, just see, he had 99 yards receiving. He had a 42-yard touchdown catch. So he's gonna be a nice addition to somebody's team. I look at him as with the same comp as CMC. He might not be as shifty as CMC, but the far as the all-around back that can run the ball and catch the ball, I see him close to like a CMC. That's probably the comp that I will give him is CMC. How y'all feel about it?
It's funny. Oh, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
CMC. I see. Yeah, I can see that because he does break a lot of tackles. He is very shifty. And he does catch the ball well. So I can see that.
I was just gonna say. So my thing with him, I like him. And if you watch Arizona State play, once again, he was the majority of their offense. But the man, he just breaks so many tackles, and I mean, it's just like. He was like, damn, is anybody gonna tackle this man? Anybody? And he runs really tough. I think he ran like a 4.5 or something like that. But
I don't think he did. I don't think he went to the combine.
No, I'm talking about at his pro day.
Oh yeah.
And so
I don't know. Do you trust? Go ahead.
Hold on. That's exactly what I was about to say. Even though that's what I think he ran something like that. He don't look. He not a. His game speed is different from track speed, right? And so he don't look that fast to me as far as watching. That's why my comparison, I keep saying the man remind me of Mike Allstott because he got that size and that physicality, but he really don't have breakaway speed in my opinion. But I mean, he's gonna give you just off the broken tackles alone, he's gonna give you 5 yards a carry. In the NFL, he probably get 3.5 a carry. You know what I'm saying? Just off broken tackles alone. And so I like him. I think, man, for him to be, I don't have him nearly as high as the third best running back in this draft. I got him more like 6, somewhere in there. I like a lot of guys more than I like him, but I do think he's going to be a really good player in the league.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean that's your opinion, Dub. I respect it. I think he should be number 2. That's my opinion. I think dude is gonna be a superstar when he reaches the next level. What I saw in that game against Texas, like dude is special. That fourth quarter, because he was taking hits all game, and in the third quarter, he ran head first into something, into a lineman, and it looked like he messed up his neck, and then he's on the sideline vomiting. And then after that, he proceeds to break out, I think, a 60-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. He then passes for a touchdown, and then he catches a 60-yard bomb for a tud. And then, like, bruh, if it wasn't for a BS penalty, or excuse me, picked up flag by the refs, they would have won that football game. And it would have been
That
on
was
his
some
back.
nonsense. That was definitely some nonsense.
No, that was some nonsense. And Dub, they would have won on his back. Like, that dude is special. What I saw from him in that fourth quarter, like, that's warrior shit. And on top of all the different attributes we see with him, he's a man child. Okay, he does this consistently. He runs dudes over. He catches the football very well. His speed. I mean, I see what you're talking about, but at the same time, I've also seen him break for touchdowns and home runs, and I see him break away from dudes. So I don't know. I think he's gonna be a star on the next level, and that's why I call him Scat Pack Scatterboo. I think that name is gonna catch on in a couple of years.
Marky, my only problem is what make him special. He ain't gonna be able to do it like that in the league. Everybody gonna be big, and they tackle much better in the league. And I know we're talking about Texas.
Then we can say that about
what makes him.
Dub.
But hold on, real. But what I think is different. I just think the way that they play is different, and I think we'll see what happens. But we'll see.
I had the exact same skepticism until I saw that game. Like that nigga is it. He's Timothy.
But what makes him special is his sheer will. And sometimes in the league, just will don't get it done like that.
Yeah, I mean, I you never know when they go to the pros how they able to adjust to the because this is the elites of the elites. These are all of the best college players of whatever generation they came from. They're the best college players. That's why they in the pros. So we don't know how they're going to adjust to the pro style. Some of these guys are able to continue doing what they do, and some of them they pretty much fall off, and some of them is middle of the pack. So that's the reason why they call prospects, because we don't know what they're going to do at the next level, but they have a great chance of doing great. That's why these guys are ranked so high. They have a great chance of doing great at the Pro Bowl. I mean, at the pro level, but we don't know because, like Dub say, these guys are faster and bigger, and they know how to tackle better. So these are the elite of the elites. So when you get up there, are these guys going to be able to break the tackles of a top level all pro football player? Are they going to be able to break those tackles? Are they going to be able to outrun those safeties and those DBs at the pro level? We don't know. It remains to be seen, because he's not that fast. So 9 times out of 10, he's probably not going to be able to outrun these DBs because he's not that fast. He probably runs like Dub said, like a 4.5, and that was at the pro day. That wasn't at the combine. So the pro day, you might look away before you click the button to say, oh, he just crossed the line. So you might click the button just a second earlier.
Yeah, I don't trust the pro days, because I feel like at least the NFL, whatever you say about them, whatever, they're a neutral body when they take that time. Right. Arizona State is not neutral, so I don't like that. I don't like that happened. But I've seen like Bucky Irvin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you paid attention to him last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought he was looking at him when he played at Oregon, when he was just killing dudes and breaking away for touchdowns. I thought he was a 4.4 type of dude, but he ran 4.55.
Yeah.
So, and then you saw what he did this year, and he I think he averaged 5 yards a carry. He had 1,100 yards rushing, had 400 yards receiving. So I don't know how much speed really. Like, speed is obviously important, but I don't know how much it matters versus scheme. Because I think that Yeah, I think that scheme he has in Tampa Bay, they got Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. I think that
Yeah.
helps him a lot. And they got the other running back. I can't. His name is slipping me right now. But yeah, they got him set up over there. So that's another thing. How these dudes get set up.
Yeah. So let's move on to the fourth ranked player. Far as running back, they got Quinshawn Judkins out of Ohio State. Now he is the number one back, and he was sharing the backfield with Henderson. Like I told y'all before, Judkins had 1,060, and Henderson had 1,016. But they said they got Judkins as more explosive, physical runner style, which helps break through tackles. He's more of the physical running back far as the two. That's why they had him as the number one running back, because when they got 1st and 10, they usually go with the physical running back to go up the middle. Second and short, or 3rd and short, they'll go with the physical running back. When it's an obvious pass play, of course they're going to put the one that has the better hands, the faster speed. They're going to put him because he's usually going to have open space, because they're going to spread it out wide, and you have more receivers on the field. That way he catch the ball out the backfield, or he gets a draw, is more open space. So with all that speed for Henderson, he can get those big runs. But with Judkins is more of a bruising back. He's gonna run through tackles, and he's another one. Like Ohio State, that's one thing that they're known for putting out there is receivers and running backs. Their quarterbacks, not so much. I mean, we do have CJ out here now. He kind of broke the curse a little bit. But when we think about Ohio State, we think about the running backs and the wide receivers that they put out there, and they usually fast wide receivers
And D linemen.
and shifty running backs. So I got Judkins. Me personally, I understand why they got Judkins below Henderson because of the speed. Judkins is not as fast. He's more of a bruising back, and it all depends on what type of offense he goes to. If he goes to somebody like Baltimore Ravens, he's gonna do well in there. He goes to a team like the Commanders, he's gonna do well because we run the ball a lot. He goes to Philly, he's gonna do well because they run the ball a lot. Now with Henderson can go to San Fran, he can go to Dallas, he can go to Kansas City. He's gonna do well in those spots because they pass the ball a lot more than they run the ball. So Henderson would do well in those situations. He would do well in Baltimore and Washington and Philly as well, but he would have more success with teams like Kansas City, San Fran, and Dallas because they're more so pass oriented than they are run. With Baltimore, with Philly, with Washington, we run the ball a lot more than those other teams do. So I like Judkins. He's probably going to be there in the later rounds. I mean, at a later first round, he's going to probably go somewhere between 15 and I would say he's probably going to get drafted somewhere between 15 and 25. He's going to get drafted somewhere around there. How y'all feel about Judkins?
I think, and like you said, he was the number one running back. I think he was the most talented player on that Ohio State team. I said team, that includes the defense, which is really saying something when you look at the dudes they had over there, like Caleb Downs and Sawyer. Like this dude, he rushed for 1,500 yards as a true freshman at Ole Miss in the SEC. Like that speaks volumes in and of itself. So I think that's another dude who's going to be a superstar at the next level. And he's number 3 on my list. I got him right after Scat Pack. Actually, I'd put Judkins at 2 over Scat Pack. I put Scat Pack at 3, as a matter of fact. Go ahead, Duff.
So I don't disagree too much with what you said. With either one of y'all, physical back, a bruiser. We played him 2 years ago when he was at Ole Miss. Now we beat the brake shoes off him. I don't remember what the score was. I knew we beat the brake shoes off of him, but I believe he scored 2 touchdowns against us. You know what I'm saying? And just can just keep man. And even as far as speed goes, I think he ran into 4.4s or something like that. So he's not slow.
4.48.
Okay, so yeah, he's not slow. And so I like him a lot as well. I think he's probably the second, maybe third best running back. I like the guy from North Carolina a little more than him. But yeah, I think he's right in the mix. I don't think he's a first round pick. I got him as a mid second to early third, somewhere in there. But I don't think you can go wrong with a player like this. Yeah, he's gonna be a tough for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think he can catch the ball much better than he's given credit for. You still got to work on it some, but hey, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it at all. And real quick, I'm gonna step away for a quick second.
No problem, no problem. Now, this next player that we about to talk about, this is the one that I want. Out of everybody I've seen it, because I don't think those other guys are going to be available for Washington, but this is the guy that I've been looking at, and coming out of Kansas State, DJ can't pronounce his last name. DJ Giddens. This dude, this is probably the closest to Barry Sanders that I've seen out of anybody in a long time. Like, this dude makes people miss. Like, this dude is so quick. He can make you miss twice with one move. This dude is ridiculous. I ain't never seen how many people he made miss. Like, we talked about Gentry yards after contact. This dude, you got to talk about how many people was able to get to him when he get through that hole. Like, he can make you miss in the hole. I literally seen this dude made 5 people miss in the hole, and then he break away and run for a touchdown. Like, this dude is ridiculous with the speed and the movement that he got. This is the one that I'm looking. I hope that he's there 29, because we're looking for a number 1 running back. I hope he's there at 29, because if he's there, I'm almost certain Washington going to grab him. How you feel about him, Marky? Marky, you on mute?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I said I know Giddens. I watched a lot of Kansas State football last year. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. And I saw that game he had against Colorado where I think he went for over 200 yards, made a lot of dudes look silly, made a lot of people's mamas cry. Yeah, I don't have nothing. I don't disagree with nothing you said about him. He's special.
Who we on? My bad.
DJ Giddens.
Okay. Out of Kansas State?
Yeah, this is the dude that I want Washington. If you remember the last draft that we did, this is who I picked him.
I remember.
We got an A for that.
and you got him in like the 4th round or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was my last pick. No. You're right. It was the 4th round. I got him in the 4th round. You're right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you ain't got no 3rd round. So yeah. I don't know what y'all said, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I like DJ Giddens. I like him a lot. Once again, I think I don't know what they got him ranked at.
They got him ranked number 5.
Whew, I think that's a little high.
I think it's high too, but the talent that he has, he should be ranked 5. This dude, I'm telling you, he's probably the closest I've seen to Barry Sanders. This dude, he's shifty.
You said Barry Sanders?
I'm talking about far as shifty. I ain't talking about his running style. I'm talking about his running style. I'm not talking about his IQ or what hole to pick and stuff like that. I'm just talking about his running style. He's very shifty. Like, nobody's going to be able to touch him the first go at him. Like, I literally seen him make people miss, making 2 moves at the same time. Like, this dude is shifty.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I like him. I like that he can catch the ball out the backfield. He got good speed. Yeah, I think he's gonna end up somewhere between the 3rd and the 5th round, somewhere in their second day, or second to third they pick somewhere in there. But I think 3 is a little high for me. Once again, or excuse me, 5 is a little high for me. But I think he's gonna have a pretty good career in the league. I would say, me personally, I would like to see him possibly put with a little more of a bruiser back. You know what I'm saying? So he can kind of be that change of pace guy. But I think if he was asked to, I think he still has the potential that he can be the lead back in the league. So I just think he'll be more, or you know what I'm saying? He run tough. He break tackles, and outside of breaking tackles, like you said, he's shifty. He make people miss, and he got like this little, I don't know what the little stop and start thing that they'll call it, if that makes sense, where he can kind of just, and then you know what I'm saying, change direction on you and keep going, man. So yeah. I like DJ Giddens a lot. I just think that 5 is a little high for him. But
yeah, the only if I had to give him a knock, and because every one of these running backs have something that they lack. If I have to give him a knock, and the only thing that I will have question of how would that pan out in the next level going into the pros is his decisiveness of finding the hole and just going through it, because he's so shifty. He makes a cut when he really don't have to. He has a little bit of that in him where he'll make a cut, and sometimes he'll make a cut to the wrong hole when he could have just hit the first hole. And so that's the only knock that I would give on him. But I think that can be corrected. And with the running back coach that we have, that we brought over from the 49ers, I think he can correct that. But that would be the only knock that I would give him out of if I had to give him anything. But I'm gonna go to the number 6 ranked running back according to NFL.com. They got RJ Harvey coming out of UFC. They got him ranked above Omarion Hampton. He's a shifty running back as well, but I think this might be, out of all the ones that I've named so far, this one I can honestly say he might be ranked a little bit too high, because he's good, but they say he can be a 3-down back, but I don't know if he's really a 3-down back just yet. I think he might be ranked a little bit too high at number 6. What you got on the Dub?
He too damn small for me. Like he tiny as hell. And in my whole thing, and I will say, so whenever y'all hear me talk about this, understand I'm coming from a Cowboys perspective, because when I study the draft, I study it from my team's perspective. So some of the backs that we didn't talk about, the Scatterboos, the Junkies, the Judkins, they're bigger backs. And this guy, I don't know, he probably 5'7", 200 pounds soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? Now he got decent. Well, he got good field speed. I don't know what he ran in the 40, but he got good on field speed. But once again, he played at UFC Central Florida.
That's about Deuce Vaughn size, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I can't. And Deuce Vaughn don't get on the field. He don't get on the field.
Weird.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother story. So I think RJ. I think he's going to be a good back. I think he got good speed, I guess, but I just don't see no 3-down back. I don't see this man blocking nobody, picking up no damn blitzes. I don't see none of that from him. So we'll see. But I think he a tough runner. You know what I'm saying? He run hard. Every time you see anything from him, all you see is him breaking away. But the team he breaking away from, you ain't never heard of either. So he playing lawyers and doctors and stuff. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I think what they got him ranked, number 6.
Number 6. I don't think he should.
Hold on. Have we got to Omarion Hampton? Did I miss him?
I don't think he should be that high. I think he's more like around the 15, something like that. Mid 4th round to 6th round, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
What you got on the market?
I hear what y'all are saying because of the size, but the dude, when he was at UCF, he was a monster. Like, he was a monster.
What conference did UCF play in?
The Big 12.
Are they in the Big 12 now?
Yeah, why? You see, that you're just like a Trump supporter. That's the first thing you always want to do.
I'm out of
Discredit
order.
instead
I'm
of
out
look
of
at the
order.
material.
Here we go.
I'm
Here
not
we go with
out
the
of order. I'm
nonsense.
speaking facts.
And I said I'm out of order. I
just
said
a
I'm out of
fact.
order.
Yeah, you out of order, goddammit. But anyway, yeah, the dude, I'm looking at his stats right now. He had 22 touchdowns this year. He had 16 last year, and he's averaging 6.8 yards a carry. And I watched some UCF football because they were on Fox with Colorado and them. Like, dude got some jets. Like, I seen him break a lot of these shits for home runs. So I don't know. I get what y'all are saying because of the size. It's just really tough to take him, especially as the sixth running back. But I don't know. Whichever team picks him up, they got a weapon. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a very good third down back. He's definitely going to be a very good third down back.
I could definitely see that. He could be like a Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I could see him being like what's the dude that y'all had for a long time? The small running back y'all had.
Westbrook.
Thinking of Kenneth, you either
No.
Kenneth Gainwell or you thinking of
shared
Boston.
the backfield. He shared the backfield with Westbrook, but he was the third down back. The small dude, small running back y'all had. He was real small. I think he came from San Diego.
I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. He was like number 45 or something.
Oh, Darryl Sproles. That's his name. Darryl Sproles.
Yeah,
Darryl Sproles.
I can see him being like Darryl Sproles. He's going to be he's a good third down back. He's small, he's fast, he's shifty. I can see him being just like Darryl Sproles because Darryl Sproles was very small. I think Darryl Sproles was like 5'7", 5'6", but Darryl Sproles was one of those backs that he was quick. If he gets to the open field, he was gone.
But he was also he was a ball of muscle too, though. He was just a ball of muscle.
Yeah, he was. Now we get to number 7, and I don't know why they got him ranked so low, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's speed, because he's not that fast. I think he ran a 5. I said 5. I think he ran a 4.58, and this is Omarion Hampton from North Carolina. 5'11". You might as well say 6 foot. He's 5'11" and 3/4. You might as well say 6 foot, 221 pounds. Now this dude looks like Adrian Peterson. He's not as shifty as Adrian Peterson, but actually more like Derrick Henry, not Adrian Peterson. He's more like Derrick Henry. He's a big ball of muscle, and he's running over anybody that's in front of him. He's going to run you over. You better hit him low, because if you try to hit him up high, he's running you over. This dude right here, I think they got him ranked too low at number 7. Me personally, I would have him ranked number 2. I would have Omarion Hampton number 2 out of the running backs, but I guess they got him ranked number 7 because of his speed. He ran a 4.58 in the combine, so they got him ranked low. But he's another one that was the entire offense for his team. North Carolina ain't had nobody. This man was the whole offense. What you got on him, Doug?
Didn't they hold on real quick? Didn't North Carolina? Didn't they just pick up Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
That's crazy work. I'm with you. I got Omarion Hampton. I think he's the second best back in this league. I mean, in this draft. I like his size. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, 6 foot, 6'1", 225 out there. He ain't the fastest guy, but man, tackle him if you want to. You know, it's another one of them guys that just keep hitting you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And when the fourth quarter hits, some type of way, he's still going. Not everybody trying with them arm tackles and grab. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. So he pick up. Man, I like him. I think that even though he ran, what you say, a 4.58? Did you say?
Yeah, 4.58.
I think once again, like I said earlier, talking about Scatterboo, I think game speed and track speed are two totally different things. And his game speed, as far as the eye test go for me, you know what I'm saying? I think he's a lot faster in the game than he is on the track. And so I'm not worried about his speed. I think that he early second round, maybe late first round pick. You know what I'm saying? I like him a lot. Second favorite back in the draft for me.
Yeah, I doubt if he's there in the second round. He's going to be gone in the first round. I can't see 32 teams letting him go past the first round. I just can't see it. I mean, if he drops all the way to the second round, somebody got to steal. They got to steal because he is definitely a first round talent. So if they're able to let him drop to the second round, they just got to steal because they ain't got to pay that extra money for being a first round pick. Now they can pay him as a second round. They ain't got to pay that first round pick money. So,
but see, my thing always, sometimes if you move back up into that late round, that if you want to play like this because you get that fifth year option. That fifth year option always helps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially with running backs, because after 5 years, 9 times out of 10, you know, they're gonna be on at the back end of their career because of the punishment they're gonna take. So them 5 years, in my opinion, that's the only reason you would do it.
Now, the number 8 back that we got coming in this year's draft that they got ranked number 8 is your boy coming out of Georgia, Trevor
Etienne.
Yeah.
They got him ranked number what?
Number 8. They got him ranked number 8. According to NFL.com. They got him ranked number 8. Now, if I had to pick his comp, he look exactly like his brother. Yeah, all you gotta do is just take off the daggone name in the back, and you would think that it was his brother that was running. You wouldn't even know it was the younger brother. They look exactly the same. They running style is the same. Their movements is the same. They look exactly the same. So
they both catch the ball well. First off, I love I'm a dog anyway. So, but having this man, what is this number 8?
Number 8.
And now this is the thing, they got him over the running back from Iowa. That once again though, I like Trevor. He has very good stop and go ability. You know what I'm saying? Shifty, tough. But he's small. Once again, the man 200 pounds soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? But if you watch him play, he don't really look like that. He ain't gonna run nobody over too much. But he always going forward after when he get hit. Like I said, catch the ball really well out the backfield. I don't know. He probably had 50 catches this year coming out the backfield. So gritty as far as blocking goes. He ain't always the biggest guy, so sometimes you end up in the damn quarterback lap. But at the same time, I like him. I just don't think he's number 8. I got him as a six round pick, maybe fifth to 7th at best, late 5th, somewhere in the 7th, somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, the NFL, they doing their thing with whoever this guy is ranking these running backs.
Yeah. Now, number 9. I can't pronounce this dude's name. He's coming from Virginia Tech. Name is Tuten. Yeah. I can't pronounce the first name. I don't know how to pronounce that.
But Hushan or something like that. But Hushan Tuten or something like that.
Tuten. Yeah, something like that. I can't pronounce it. But I think
that took fast. He ran like a 4.3.
Yeah, he ran a 4.32 in the 40. I think he might have broke the record. I think he might have broke the record. No. I'm sorry. Bo Jackson got the record.
I think what's his name got the record now. Who that running back from? Not the running back, the wide receiver.
No, I'm talking about far as running back.
As far as running back. Okay.
Yeah, Bo Jackson. I think Bo Jackson ran like a 4.1 or a 4.2.
But that was before they had the electronic time. That was a hand clock right there. Now that was hand stuff.
they had Bo Jackson clocked in, I think like a 4.13 or 4.14, something like that. I was like God damn.
And you know, Bo big too. Moving like that. He's like, hold on, man. You're supposed to be moving like that.
But yeah, this dude, I think he might have been the fastest in the NFL Combine this year. He ran a 4.32 in the 40. Now, I mean, this dude, he's
from Virginia Tech, right? He's from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. He's that one cut, take it to the house. He definitely is a home run threat. The dude fast as a mug. I think he still lack pass block. I think he's weak in the pass block area. So that might cause him to drop lower than number 9. I don't think he's a number 9 pick because his pass block is kind of weak. But far as just running ability, I don't really think he lacked anything too much. I mean, he got good vision, he got decent movement, and he's one of the fastest guys in this NFL draft. Forget the running back. He's one of the fastest guys in this NFL draft. So he definitely going to get picked up. But I think he might get dropped to the second round because of his pass block. How you feel about him?
Nah, I disagree with second round because man, once again, he one of them picks that I be done took in, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 7. You know, I like him. Like you said, one cut guy. I don't know. He ain't the biggest guy either, but with the speed that he got, and he plays fast on the field, he looked like he kind of. I wasn't expecting 4.3 speed, but he plays fast. So I like him, and he was a Senior Bowl guy. I love the Senior Bowl. If you can go out there and produce at the Senior Bowl, he did some good things out there at the Senior Bowl. So I like him a lot. I think this is too high, way too high. I think that, like I said, the man might be a 5th or 7th round pick in my opinion. But and when I say that about running backs, I'm not saying it to be anything negative, but the way the league is, if you could get some of these guys in the later rounds, then you do it. Why? Because running backs, I ain't gonna say they come a dime a dozen, but remember Terrell Davis, he was picked in the 7th round.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Only reason why I think he will go in the second round is because of that speed. You can't teach that speed. You can teach everything else. You can coach him up on everything else, but that speed is something you're born with. So with a guy with that type of speed, it's kind of hard to let that guy just go. You like, he weak in the pass block. Nah, I'm a pass on him. You're like, man, we could teach him how to pass block. That man is a 4.3 speed. Exactly. Everything else he does well, we could teach him how to pass block. So I think he would drop, but I don't think he's going to drop past the second round. I think he's going to be a second round pick. That speed is something that you can't get around. You can't get around that speed. But the next guy that we got on here, number 10, and your boy still ain't up here. I know where your boy's ranked at, but he still ain't up here. But number 10, coming from USC. Now, he only played at USC 1 year. He's originally played his first 3 years at LSU. At UCLA. Woody Marks. Now he's 5'10", 207 pounds. He's a 4-year senior. He's a 4-year player. He stayed in college all 4 years. He didn't go out. Now, the only knock on him, he's a little slow in the 40. His 40 combine was a 4.54. So it's a little slow. It's still not that slow. It's still fast. But compared to everybody else, it's a little slow. I still wouldn't have him ranked number 10. There's a couple of other guys that's on this list that they got ranked low that I would have ranked above him. But he's good. I didn't see him that much because I didn't watch a lot of UCLA games. But the highlights that I did see of him, he can run people over. He can make people miss, and he got decent open field speed. I don't think that speed will play a part when he gets to the NFL level. I think he's going to be more like my comp to him is Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington Commanders. I think he's more like that. He got decent speed, but once he got to the NFL, that you see that he's going to get walked down because his speed is not top level. So he can run people over. He's going to get the extra yard. I never see him go backwards. He's always going forward. He can make people miss. But I think the speed is what's going to hurt him a little bit in the draft. How you feel about him?
I'm not a huge. I ain't like you said. I ain't watched too much of him, But he was another guy, and like I said, I love the Senior Bowl, so he was another Senior Bowl guy. And he had a good week at the Senior Bowl from all accounts and everything you kind of looked at. I agree with the whole thing with speed, but I think he has good vision. He's patient. Kind of that I don't know, kind of put your foot and go. You know what I'm saying? He just don't have the get up and go to really go like he wants to, in my opinion. So, but I think, you know, he end up in the league. If you put him, I think he'll be another guy that you kind of match up with another back. You know what I'm saying? Let him kind of be the hammer. You know what I'm saying? Thunder, and then let the other back be your lightning. But a good 2-down back. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think you can put him in. You know, first and second down. Then you're gonna have to come out the field. I don't think the man. He wasn't no great blocker either. So, but I think a good mid-round pick. Somewhere in, once again, like I think most of them, somewhere between the mid-4th to late 6th, early 7th, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I can see him going somewhere around there, and it still would be a good pick because he's not a bad back. He's just not a first or second round pick. I can see him going somewhere between the 4th and the 5th. It's going to be a lot of running backs that you thought could went earlier, and they're going to be still there.
Right.
It's gonna be running backs all the way until the 7th round. They got 31 in this draft, so it's gonna be running backs all the way to the 7th round. That some people will be like, dang, he made it all the way to the 7th round, but it be like that sometimes. But moving along, number 11 is Raheem Sanders from South Carolina. Now this guy right here, I really don't understand why they got him ranked where they got him ranked at. He has good, I ain't gonna say good vision. He has decent vision. The problem is he has that hesitation. When he does see the hole, he has a great burst. He can break tackles in the open field, but I think he's more of a third down back because where he excels at is his hands and the open field, able to make people miss in the open field. That's where he excels at. Far as coming out of the backfield, he kind of hesitates a little bit getting through the line. He's not sure of which hole he should take at times. But once he does decide to go through whatever hole, he does commit to it, and he does have a great burst. But he has that hesitation. I don't like for a running back to play around behind the line of scrimmage too much. I'd rather them pick a hole and just go through it or go to the outside and make somebody miss. But playing around in the backfield would cause them to lose yardage instead of gaining yards. So that's my knock on him. What you feel about it?
Well, you got to remember, Free, the man played at South Carolina. And half the damn time South Carolina offensive line trash in the most. I say that respectfully. So sometimes there wasn't no damn hole. You gotta make it up as you go. Right. And so I think that's one of the things with Rocky. But he all right. You know, I like his size, but at the same time, I don't really expect too much from him in the league. I think he'll be okay. And now we're starting to get into how he or who picks him and how they're going to use the player, you know, that type of thing. I think if he goes to the right team, he can definitely produce. It just, what does that look like? I'm not sure yet. And so, he probably going, in my personal opinion, he'd probably be an undrafted free agent. That's my opinion, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. All right. Number 12, LeQuint Allen from Syracuse, 6 foot, 204 pounds. He's tough. He get that extra yards. He would drag your players. He's one of those dudes that Del right side like to get. He like those big running back. He's going to move forward. You're not going to see him move backwards too much. The problem that he has, and they mentioned that in this article of him, the problem that he needs to work on his quickness. He's not as quick with his foot movement. He's more so his thing is picking a hole and going straight ahead. He doesn't make a lot of movement behind the backfield. That's what I do like that. And he's like a Mike Allscott or John Riggins. He's going to run somebody over, and he's going to curry a couple of people as he go before he go down. He's going to get a couple of extra yards currying somebody on his back. I don't know if he should be ranked this high. They got him. His comp is Rashad White from Tampa. Rashad White. I said Rashad. Rashad White from Tampa. I can see that a little bit. I think he's a little more a bruiser back than Rashad White, but I could see the same type of running style. They don't have a lot of shiftiness. They're not real quick, but they are going to get an extra yard here and there. What you got on them?
Hey, so first thing, I actually saw this guy play a few times. I've never looked at. I didn't even know he was going to the draft, to be honest. I hadn't looked at his film, but because Fran Brown used to coach at Georgia and got the head coaching job at Syracuse, a lot of our players went there. So I try to keep up with old players that leave. So I watched some Syracuse games. The running game at Syracuse was subpar, in my personal opinion. But I think that the man, I don't know how many yards he ran for, but I remember watching him, man. He had like 3 touchdowns in one game, I think. And I was just, it didn't always look right to me as far, and like you said, he a bigger guy, but he looked slower to me. But he could catch the ball well. They pass it to him a lot at the backfield as well. So, once again, like I said, I didn't even know he was going to the draft. So, I undrafted free agent.
Yeah, he had 64 catches last year. He had 64 catches.
Okay.
He caught the ball a lot. A lot. But
like I said, that was Syracuse game, man. Syracuse, they threw the ball a lot as well. So
yeah. The next one is Montel Johnson Jr. from Florida. They compare him to Damian Pierce. He's 5'11", 212. They said got a good burst, downhill runner. Needs to work on lateral movement, lateral quickness. I agree with that. He's more of a downhill runner. He's not gonna make a lot of movements. And when he does make movements, they're not quick movements. He'll make a movement to the outside. But he's not. If he try to go sideline, he's gonna get taken down. He's one of those running backs where he gotta pick what hole he going to, and he just gotta go. He can't go side to side. He gotta go straight. He needs to work on his footwork, because if he can get his footwork better, it'll take him a long way, because he is a tough guy to bring down. But that's pretty much all I got on him. I think he's going to be a late round pick. I don't think he's going to be in the first or second round. I think he's going to be somewhere around 5 or 6, maybe even 7.
Yeah, I agree. And funny thing with him is him and before Trevor Etienne transferred to Georgia, they split carries at Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was almost like he was thunder. Trevor Etienne was more of lightning in that situation. So, pick your hole and go. Kind of a foot in the ground downhill guy. You know what I'm saying? If he can get some momentum, then he can do some things. But yeah, once again, 6th, 7th round pick, 4th, maybe 6th, 7th round in my opinion.
Yeah. Now here go your guy, number 14. This is who you've been waiting on.
They got this man at 14.
Yep, Caleb Johnson.
Who is this man? Who put this list together?
Hey, somebody from let me see. Matter of fact, let me see who the article written by.
This man.
Let's see. It was
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Maurice Jones-Drew. That's why. Maurice Jones-Drew. That's why. He doesn't have a good eye for talent as far as running backs at all, because
he was a great running back himself. But my God,
yeah, he got this man ranked number 14. That man 6'1", 224 pounds. great tempo. He hits the hole. He can get skinny in the hole. Like if it's a small hole, you think he ain't gonna be able to get through, and all of a sudden, that man is on the other side of the hole. You trying to figure out how he got through that hole. The man rushed for 1,060 yards last year. The only thing that he needs to work on is the pass game. He definitely a 1-2-3. He can be a 1-2-3 back, because if it's third and short, you're gonna give it to him, and he's 9 times out of 10 he's gonna get the first down. He's not one of those running backs that he's gonna play around in the backfield. He's not one of those running backs that's not going to see the hole. Even if the hole is you would think that's not there, he's going to make a hole. And so, yeah, I see him going somewhere in the first, maybe if not the first round, definitely early second round. I don't see him being. I don't understand how they got these other guys ranked. I thought he would be in the top 10. They got this man ranked all the way down to number 14. How you feel about? Well, I know how you feel about it, but tell the people how you feel about him.
So I like him a lot. This is my, and this is the perfect, in my opinion. If it ain't Ashton, this is who I want. And the thing is, so I think I understand. But first things first, the man, he got size, speed, power. Like you said, he gets through the hole. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you like he's naturally instinctive. You can tell he just got it, in my opinion. I think he's that type of guy now. And I think I was looking on a Cowboys show I was watching. They was talking about it, and so the scouting report is that he may be a bad character guy, right? So what my partner Vach was saying, he missed the gun under the seat guy. You know what I'm saying? Guy who got found with a pound in the damn trunk. That's this guy right here, in my opinion. But when it comes to just the football field, oh man, that man can play. And as long as character issues check out, I think that he definitely should be at worst the second round pick, late third, early third, maybe. But if he did at 44, I hope the Cowboys go get him. If he did at 44. I don't know if he's gonna be, but if he there, then I hope we go get him.
Right. Now, this is going to be the last one that we're going to do, and so we get ready for the BBO show. They got number 15 coming from Kansas, Devin Neal, and I understand why he got him number 15, because Devin Neal is 5'11", 213 pounds, and the first thing he said, he's a smaller version of Caleb Johnson. So it makes sense why he got him number 15. He right behind Caleb Johnson. So, everything we said about Caleb Johnson is the same thing you're going to say about him, because this dude got great patience behind the block. He can get through the hole. He got decent speed. He ain't got no home run speed that you would think, oh, he's going to take it to the house. Now, he can take it to the house if he get in a decent amount of blocking. He can definitely take it to the house. But he's not somebody that's just going to hit the hole and take it 75 yards. But he's a good running back. If he's there in the second or third round, I could see him going to a team like Dallas. I could see him going to a team like Philadelphia to have somebody back up Saquon, because I think they just lost the backup to Saquon. So I could see them. I could see Philly taking them. I could even see Washington taking them, because he's one of those type of backs that you can use, and he could be a good number one back if you use him correctly. How you feel about Devin Neal?
I like Devin Neal as well. The smaller version of Caleb, I think that's a little stretch in my opinion. But if you remember, I think when they played Deion them, they gave that man the ball like 50 times that game. Dude ended up with like 230 yards, 240 yards or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 touchdowns. So I like him. I think he's tough, gritty. He's slow. He ain't real slow. I think he got good game speed, kind of like Johnson. But I like him. I think that a perfect pick for somewhere, and I got him much higher than Maurice Jones-Drew got him here. I'm saying you get him somewhere between late 3, late 3rd round, and the 5th round. Somewhere in there is where I would have him at. But I like Devin Neal.
Yeah, he's a good running back. But that's all I'm gonna do for today because we got another 16 more guys, and some of these guys I haven't watched, but it is a lot of guys that he got ranked lower that I didn't think he would have ranked that low. Like the guy, where he's at? I saw him earlier.
I'm just looking now. He got Donovan Edwards ranked 21.
Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
looking at him too. He got Devin Edwards 21. He got who else he got on here ranked low?
Jordan James out of
Jordan
Oregon is too
James.
low.
Yeah, Jordan James.
Damian Martinez.
Jordan James definitely should not be ranked number 27, and Damian Martinez should not be ranked 28.
And Ollie Gordon.
Gordon number 30. Wow.
He the second worst back in the draft according to this man. I don't know what this man is watching. I don't know what he's looking at.
I don't. And then he got Bentley ranked number 31. This man averaged 5.7 yards a carry.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what Maurice Jones-Drew was thinking about when he came up with this list.
He was smoking on that good Zaza when he came up with this one right here.
He was like, man, I'm not putting none of these niggas better than me, though.
Yeah.
They not as good as I was. They not as good as I was. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. We're gonna get ready for the BBO show coming on at 8:05, and later on tonight. I mean, we got the BBO show at 8:05. Then we got Prize and Juan at 9:05, and then Dub Right Side at 11 o'clock. You going live tonight, right, Dub?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure I probably will do it. I probably won't be live as long as usual, but I'll probably put something in.
He gonna go live because he gonna go over to a knockout show and somebody gonna say something crazy, and he was like, "Man, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about it."
You what are we doing, man? What are we doing? All right, bro.
Appreciate you, Crush, for coming through. BBO, TD, Josh, Marky Dan. Tay, appreciate all y'all for coming through. See who else came through here. Let's see who else came through the show today. Prize Fighter, appreciate y'all for coming through. We're gonna get ready for the BBO show at 8:05, like I said. And if y'all catch this on the playback, make sure y'all hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back on Monday. It's your boy D Free Sports Talk. We out.